Squeex, you like Tim and Eric? Like the comedians? Yeah, they're funny. Are they canceled? My favorite comedians are the ones that go on the Joe Rogan podcast and then they talk about cancel culture. Those are my favorite comedians. You know, like the group of comedians that are like, dude, it's like we don't have a platform to say whatever we want while they're speaking on the #1 podcast. That's what I like. I don't like when my comedians try to be funny. Am I right, Joe? Squeex, what do you think of Shane Gillis on SNL? I think SNL is so unfunny that it's not worth watching someone you think is funny. It's that unfunny. I feel like a lot of writing and comedy, and this is such a bullshit elitist take, is more clever than it is actually funny. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not like a funny... There's a couple, like, really funny people. Like, I think Kyle Mooney is really funny. I think all the people on SNL are really funny, but the writers of SNL go for, like, clever jokes. Like, what I would say is genuinely funny is, like, Nathan For You. I think Borat is genuinely funny. You know who I think is not funny? Is, like, so many of, like, these comedic actors. Like, John Hamm, in my opinion, he seems like a nice guy. He is not funny. Because when he's acting, he's like, I'm in a comedy! I'm in a comedy! Oh, this is crazy! He was great in the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. I have a hot take. I think Unbreakable was written well, but it wasn't a funny show. I know, that's a hot take. It's a hot take. I know, it's a hot take. I think it's clever and interesting, but it's not funny. I think the one show that was, like, funny and clever and, like, well-written was Community. Like, I think that's a good example of, like, good writing and genuinely funny. TV kind of sucks. Maybe I'm just a hater. Arrested Development, great. Another great one. Curb Your Enthusiasm, what I like about Larry David is he goes for things that are funny over making sense in the world. Like, Curb is so good. Sunny, another one. Really good. Like, you know what I think was really dumb? Overrated? Masters of None. The Aziz Ansari show or whatever his name is. I thought that was so fucking stupid. It's like, I feel like he just thought he was smarter than the audience. That's what it came off as. And he's like, oh, let me teach you something. It's like, motherfucker, you're a comedian. That's like when streamers try to give, like, work advice. Are you a self-hating Indian? No, I'm just self-hating and happen to be Indian. That's what I don't hate. I think the Indian part of me is the best part of me, but I'm also self-hating as a human being. That's who I am. You know? Like, I'm like 51% hateful and 49% Indian. Yeah, but also, I'm just going through like a hateful spout. I've been very salty recently. For no reason. Maybe it's my bed. What if my bed's not comfortable? Hater era. Trust me, if I ran a grocery store, you guys would come visit and spend your money, right? What if I, like, gave you a shout out for spending your money? I'd be like, yo, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. What would you sell? I'd probably sell advice. I can't. It's so cringe. Can you imagine? I would just sell, like, really good advice on, like, what to do.
Hair would always be on clearance.
Bro would be like Andrew Tate. Yeah, I don't think I could do that. You ever think someone like Andrew Tate, like, late at night is like, come on. You know what I mean? Like, what if it came out that Andrew Tate was doing a RuneScape Iron Man? Would that ruin his brand completely? I feel like Andrew Tate has, like, a real dark secret. I'm not talking about, like, all the illegal shit he does. I'm talking about, like, he queues up Valorant in his fucking mansion. Like, he has, like, some secret where he's, like, he insta-locks Sage or something. I guarantee you, and he knows that would just ruin his whole brand. That would be massively controversial. He still plays Overwatch. He still plays Overwatch. He's like, He goes into his little compound, goes in the basement, fucking loads up his Blizzard launcher. Okay, I'll be your mercy. Holy shit, you sound familiar. He thinks Diablo 4 is the best one. Oh, God. Yeah, like Bin Laden. I saw this whole YouTube video about it. Now, I think Osama Bin Laden's bad, but he has, like, a really good taste in games. Like, I'm just saying, no, his viewpoint is bad. Like, I don't agree with terrorism, obviously. But Doug Raid, oh, perfect timing. I was just talking about oh, really good timing for the raid. Here's what I'll say. Here's what I was saying. Osama Bin Laden, one of the most evil guys ever. But he had a really good taste in video games and movies. He had Half-Life 2, Counter-Strike Source. He was playing, like, that's what I'm gonna say. Drive-by raid. What's up, Doug's chat? How are you? Am I wrong for that take?